Hello fans, Cowboy Joe Boo here with our first take report. Today they're talking about the Dallas Cowboys Philadelphia Eagles matchup. Let's see who Stephen A. Smith is going to pick. I'll be surprised if it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Showdown at the Link in Week 1, Tony Romo was 22 of 23, targeting running backs and tight ends, and Sam Bradford had the fourth highest second-half completion percentage of any quarterback. Philly, a 5-point favorite at home. Stephen A., you're the mayor of Philly? What are you thinking?
Well, I wouldn't call myself the mayor of Philly. South Beach, yes.
Oh, so you want to be South Beach.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I got a lot of homeboys in Philly. You know, that's my second home, so we'll roll with that. Here's the deal.
You do have the key to the city of South Beach, which should scare a lot of people in South Beach. But
That's scary.
I'll believe that when I see it.
They welcome me all the time.
Yeah.
But I will say this. When I look at the Philadelphia Eagles in this particular game, we know the matchups. We know that DeMarco Murray gets to face, he gets to face his old team. We know that Tony Romo has to go up against the Eagles without the services of Dez Bryant. We understand that defensively, the Dallas Cowboys defense has to deal with the Eagles offense without Hardy, without McLean, without Scandrick. Okay, we get all of that. But here's the reason I am picking the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game.
Shocked.
On Sunday afternoon. I will unapologetically say that although it is just week 2, and it's a long, long season with 14 games to go after this one, this I consider to be a must-win scenario for the Philadelphia Eagles. If Dallas wins this game, they already have the tiebreak in their favor because they've beaten the Eagles. But they would also be 2 games up because they won their opener and the Eagles lost, which means they'd be 2-0. The Eagles would be 0-2, and they'd essentially have a 2.5 game lead over the Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. When you combine that with the fact that all those individuals I've mentioned, DeMarco Murray switching teams, being on the Eagles side, with Hardy, with Scandrick, with McLean and those boys out, and the Eagles still find a way, with Dez Bryant out, and the Eagles still find a way to beat you in Philadelphia on your home turf.
You mean
without
the Cowboys
those individuals
beating you?
at their
Get it
disposal.
right, man. You can't even get your lies straight.
Psychologically, it could be a devastating blow to the Eagles. Mm-hmm. They have to win this game. Also, let's keep this in mind. It's not only important that they win this game, but it's how they win this game. Because one of the things I was proud of watching the Eagles on Monday night, the Atlanta Falcons, inspired by their new coach, Dan Quinn, new system. He's a player's guy, relates to them. Coach Legion of Boom is a defensive coordinator just last year.
Yeah.
Those boys, Atlanta, looked like Rough Riders in the first half on Monday. I'm not used to seeing their defense look like that. And the Eagles still turned around in that second half, roared right back.
Were they that good, or the Eagles that bad?
Once Julio Jones and Matt Ryan connected on a 44-yard, setting up the game-winning field goal. All right, I thought that was Bradley Fletcher out there for crying out loud, and it turned out to be Byron Maxwell. Neither here nor there. The point is this. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you've shown that you can get punched in the mouth. How are you going to respond? You responded in the second half. You didn't respond in the first half. Dallas can't come out there, especially shorthanded, and punch you in the mouth. You not only need to win, you need to punch the Dallas Cowboys in the mouth and make sure they recognize they better get these boys back if they want to mess with y'all, because without them, they can't. That's the kind of message I think the Eagles need to send to the Dallas Cowboys tonight, Sunday afternoon, in order to make this as interesting as I think it's going to be. I believe they will, and I believe the Eagles win this football game over the Dallas Cowboys 31-23.
Wow, I thought you were going to do like
I need to write that
42
down.
to
Surprise,
12.
surprise.
31-23.
31-23.
Sass.
Okay, I feel better already. Stephen A. Smith, as always, betting against the Cowboys. Let's see what Skip has to say in part 2. Well, fans, you heard him. Let's see what happens Sunday night. You know how it is in Philly. Watch the beer bottles and eggs because they'll be flying at the buses. But I'm believing that the Dallas Cowboys come back with the victory.